Hey everyone, welcome back to Wix Fix. I hope you're having a fantastic day. My name is Ryan, and in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at all of the different type of header settings that we have inside of Wix Studio. Now, I know this feature changed several months ago, but I'm just now covering it here on the channel. But in case you're new to Wix Studio, or maybe you're coming from Editor X, or maybe you're just unfamiliar with the new change here in Wix Studio, I wanted to create a quick little video to show you all the new settings for the heading. Let's go ahead and get started. So here I am in a Wix Studio website that I built very quickly, and here is this really nice header. And by default, if I go ahead and preview the website, as I scroll down the website, you'll notice that the header goes away. But let's say for a second that we want the header to scroll down with us as we scroll, right? So if I go back to the editor and I select the header, which right now I have a container selected, so I'm going to use the breadcrumbs here to make sure that the header is actually selected. And you'll notice that by it turning green, or you can even just come over here to the layers panel and select the header here. But as you can see right here, we have this option in the inspector panel for header settings. Now, as you can see right now, it is set to scroll with site by default. To change this, we can easily click this drop down and press freeze. Now, when we do that, we're going to have a few extra settings here. But if we go ahead and preview really quickly, as I scroll down, you're going to notice that the header is following us down the page. Now, as we can see, we're seeing the content behind it, which maybe we don't really like that. So what we can do is head back over to the editor, and with the header selected, we can just turn on the background opacity. And if we go ahead and press preview and then scroll, you'll notice how that looks here. And I think that looks pretty nice. But let's just say for a second that we want to change the background color when we scroll down. Well, once again, if we go back into the editor and we look at the design tab where the color is, underneath that, we'll see color while scrolling. If we toggle this on, we can then set the color of the header as we scroll down the website. So for example, if I go ahead and change this to our off black color here, then as I scroll down the website, you'll notice that the header changes color to a black version of the header. And I think that looks really, really cool. Now, keep in mind that if you're going to do something like that, that you need to make sure that the elements here are not black, because as I scroll down, you're going to notice that the black part of our logo here disappears, right? And I'll be honest, that is the effect I was going for this, but let's just pretend that these text elements here are black, which if we hover over it, you can see I forgot to change the hover state of it. So you kind of get the idea. We don't want our elements in the header disappearing. So alternatively, you don't have to make the color black, or you need to make sure that all of your elements, including its hover states, is visible on the black version and the white version. But for now, let's go ahead and turn that off. And I also want to before we move on, go over what these other settings are here in the header settings. So when we go back up to scroll with site, you can see we don't really have any other settings, but as we select any of these other options, you're going to notice other settings that we can choose. For example, if I go ahead and switch pages to where we have a section with a background image, as we can see, there's an option here for overlap. Right now it's set to none. However, if I go ahead and apply the option of next section, it's basically going to put the header over the next section. So if I grab this section here, you're going to notice that it actually goes behind the header. And this could actually be a pretty cool effect, especially if we grab the header and we remove the background color. You can see the effect that we have going on. We could maybe even lighten the header a little bit, so that way we can still see the background behind it and it's still a cool effect. But that's what the overlap option is here. Now, if we go back to none and we remove it, we also have the option for top offset here. If I just go ahead and apply 10 and I go ahead and press preview, you're going to notice that it moves the header down 10% of the page. And that's only useful in certain circumstances. I wouldn't say, for the most part, you're going to want to leave the top offset for headers at 0, but there are some effects where you might want to do something with that. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and raise the opacity of the background back up to 100%. And then we're going to come back up to header settings and we're going to change the scroll effect from freeze to disappear. And what this basically does is if I go back over to the home page and press preview, what this does is as I'm scrolling down, the header is going to disappear. But if I start scrolling back up, the header is going to reappear without me needing to scroll all the way up to the top of the website. And I think that's a really nice effect. And with that, we also have the same settings if we want to overlap it on the next section and add a top offset. So that's really nice with this effect, but we also have additional settings down below as well. For example, we can change the direction in which the header disappears. So for example, if we wanted to go left for some reason, 100%, what we could do is when we start scrolling, it goes all the way off to the left side of the website. And if we scroll back up, it's going to appear from the left-hand side. Now again, just like the top offset setting that I talked about over here, you're rarely ever going to use that, and it might just be one of those things if you're going for like a specific effect and have a specific header that it might work, but in most cases you're not going to want to do that. So we're just going to leave the direction here. Underneath direction, you also have the option for distance, delay, duration, and ease. These are pretty obvious as to what they do. The distance can control how far the header moves up. So for example, if we go ahead and grab this container, let's add a grid to it, and maybe we'll split this into 2 grids. Okay, then maybe this one can be in the bottom grid cell. And then in the top grid cell, maybe we could have another container that is maybe like blue. We'll set it to like 30 pixels high. We'll make sure it's in the top grid cell as well. And we'll set the width to be like 100%. Okay, so let's say we have a header up here and we have some text over here, but we don't want that necessarily following us down the page 100%. So since we know that this is 30 pixels in height, what we can do is just grab the header, and for distance, instead of doing 100%, what if we just do 30 pixels? Which is the height of our little top header banner here. So now when we go ahead and preview the website and we scroll down, it moves up 30 pixels, removing that extra banner that we maybe don't want to show the whole time our user's on the website, right? As you can see, that's a pretty cool trick, but for now, I'm just gonna remove the banner, set the distance back to 100%, and then for delay, you can just set this to like 1 second. If you think it disappears too quickly, you can add a little bit of a delay. If you think you can even set the amount of time that it takes to disappear and reappear. And then you can even set kind of like an animation ease in or ease out kind of property there. But I'm not going to go too much in depth in those because those I feel like are kind of pretty self-explanatory. The easing might be a little bit more complicated to explain, but basically it's the smoothness of the animation. But if we go back up to the different header settings, we can change the scroll effect from disappear to fade out. And this is basically the same thing as disappear. However, instead of it moving, it just fades. So when I go ahead and preview the website, if I go ahead and scroll down, you can see it just fades out. And then if I scroll back up, it fades in. And like I said, it's very similar to disappear, just instead of it moving, it fades. So as you can see, you can actually create some cool effects with the different header settings, and it's very easy to set up. But that's basically gonna wrap it up for today's video. If you all did enjoy, please consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel for more Wix Studio content coming out really soon. Thank you all again, and I will see you on the next one.